Probably a much better day at the office for you. What did you feel like you needed to change? Obviously, yesterday didn't go your way.
Yeah, yesterday was a disaster. The thing is that like all of the games that I've played so far could have gone either way. Any result was possible in all of them. And yeah, yesterday I could have potentially scored 2.5 points. I was objectively winning in 2 games, and I managed to lose both.
Did you feel like the openings were not optimal, or the middle game? What did you feel like was lacking?
No, I blundered against Lanier, and then I was a little bit tilted after that, for sure. I just blundered a piece. Okay, I wasn't playing well before in that game, so I had already spoiled an advantage, but that can happen. Blundering a piece, of course, shouldn't. And the game against Hikaru, he just went for a losing line in the opening, just completely lost. And I don't know what I was doing. I was just doubting myself at every moment and missing a lot of things. And then getting low on time, I started to get worried. But it's still plenty of time. Like, I should have taken my time. Instead, to avoid time trouble, I went to a losing position. So today, again, any result could have happened in the first 2 games. Yeah.
The first one especially, well, actually the second one especially. The first one, difficult battle against MVL, but you had a good position. You played well. Obviously, in the end, it ended up in a draw. Second game against Nordirbeck, he starts off with the birds opening.
Yeah.
Did that surprise you at all?
Yeah, of course. But okay, he wanted to have some fun. I was happy to see it, of course. And we were just.
Did you know anything about it? When was the last time you checked this?
Maybe 8 years ago. I mean, you can make any move with black, of course. Everything's good. Everything's fine. It's all, I guess, equal-ish, but black is probably on the slightly better side of it. I just thought, okay, bishop g4 looks like a decent move, so why not play it? Yeah?
Yes.
And yeah, bishop h5 is also possible. Every move is possible for both sides. I thought that his play was suspicious, like bishop f3, knight c3. I was like, starting to get very ambitious with like this kind of thing. I was just, and then I spent some time looking at this stuff. I was like, okay, I just play normally and
Keep it simple, yeah.
But I probably should have gone for something more concrete. Although I think I had a good position. Just g6 was probably a serious mistake. Like f6 maybe is good.
Yes.
I just wasn't sure about this position because I do ruin my pawn structure, but on the other hand, maybe I could do it after throwing
after
h3.
h3. I think that was the best moment.
H3,
maybe g3, and now f6.
I throw an h3, and then I play f6, and I wasn't sure because he gets this like knight on f4, but like d4, yeah, his king is chronically weak. So this was a huge positional mistake, and then it got very messy. I mean, I always felt like it feels like it should be a draw somehow. The drawish tendencies are so high here, but then he was starting to outplay me, for sure. Mm-hmm. And then he missed this very nice rook g4. I mean, first I thought...
Now you're starting to take over, it feels like.
First I thought, okay, rook g8, king h2 is pointless, and I saw rook g4. I went straight for it. And then I thought I'm probably winning, but couldn't figure out how. I mean, the thing is I always have like queen d3, I always have queen d2, I always have rook b6. So it's very... Yeah, rook d7 is the win.
Only move, which is not easy.
And then I think I had like 2 ways to draw, but yeah, queen d5 is quite study-like because he can't prevent my pawn. Or maybe e2 is better, I guess. Yeah, he can't prevent the pawn, it's a draw. But I thought I was going for a draw anyway, I just missed this queen e7 when I went for it. Okay, I was a little bit disoriented because it was such a...
But you still found a way to keep the game going, right? Fight until the end.
Yeah, my 2 options were to resign or to play king d3, so I played king d3 because I ran out of checks, and of course it's clear that white wins this. Queen e1 is I think I would probably resign here. I don't think I would find a move. I mean, I can play e2, but my pawns are stopped, yeah. So I don't have checks.
Queen d2. Coordinate the queens.
Well, queen d. I'm always going to play queen d5. But yeah, I don't have checks, so he can slowly play queen c8 or something. But with low time, these things can get confusing. Yeah, this was an unfortunate decision. But he missed. Actually, we both missed it. I already thought that I was maybe surviving.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is already not
and
easy.
if you give a check first,
king g5,
and then
oh, sorry, not king g5.
King g3, I guess.
King g3. Yeah.
Only move.
So there's no check. Yeah.
Yes.
King.
Which is so strange.
No, and then
yeah?
queen d3 and queen e2.
Yeah.
This is, but yeah, it's very confusing stuff. So he went for this. The thing is, I know why he went for this, because he missed queen d8. So he probably thought this was like a free roll, king on f6, and maybe he wins. And he missed, because after queen d8, he looked very upset. So.
Yeah. And the last game against Prague. Obviously, Prague is another player that's struggling for the moment in this event. How did you approach this one with black pieces? Obviously, the opening was quite wild as well.
Yeah, okay. Like when you play knight e7, you kind of you're going for a huge fight. So that was the whole idea. And I don't know how he played, but I was surprised by knight h2. I just thought he would take and play queen d3 or something. But okay, he played knight h2. He invited this absolute mess.
Prague is also a player that likes to surprise early on in the opening. Did you specifically want it to be the first one to kind of deviate from the main path?
I wasn't sure what he would do, but I thought, like, I really, at this point in the tournament, I need to get a fight. You know, it's -2 is a terrible result, and to fight for anything, not saying for first, but to fight for anything, should try to get a few wins on the board. And yeah, here it was very important that he plays queen e3. This was very important.
Was this still in your preparation? Or?
No, I mean, my preparation, I'll tell you when it ended. It ended...
Quite a while ago, yes.
So, when he was thinking, I realized that queen e3 is a correct move. And I discussed it with him after the game, so I know what he missed. So basically, I have this, like, kind of bailout. I'm definitely not going to be better there, because everything gets exchanged. Neither king is really unsafe anymore. Like this type of position. Both kings are kind of safe. But, yeah, neither side is worse, I guess. But the reason that he didn't want it was because of bishop f1, rook f1, rook g8, king h1, knight h5, and he missed d6. Otherwise, he does lose. But here he wins. Knight g3, queen g3. And one of the things that I might have gone for, because, okay, this loses, unfortunately. I figured this out during the game, that queen d6 is rook e1. It's very... without rook g8 included. So knight d5, queen d6, there's rook e1. It's very important, and he wins this position. Rook g8, king f1 is quite important. But I have this knight g2, and I couldn't understand what's going on here, but I didn't feel like white is worse. I was very worried.
Yes.
Like queen e4, knight h4, or
plenty of play in the position, yeah.
Rook f7. It's unfortunately my attack has gone nowhere. So queen e3 was really important. Rook f2 is just losing, and then it was easy.
Well, Fabi, once again, you definitely bounced back in today's round. Still plenty of points at stake. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, back to you.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Fabi. The variations with the 4 queens on the board. There were a lot of...
And then 2 pawns on the second rank.
Yeah, but that was fun. That was fun.